On that last drive, pretty much I just got to win the game. I feel like I just fucked the game up, so I'm like, it's my fault. I gotta make it work.
Y'all, I'm not even gonna drag this out, this whole LaMelo Ball situation. It just feels off. Like nothing about this is lining up right, because right now LaMelo looks heated and done with the NBA after they fined him just $15 million over what sources are calling racist shots at Bam Adebayo. And what really got people talking, his dad didn't hold back at all.
And Spolster, don't be making all these excuses talking about you don't want to make an excuse. Then why you making one? Win the game and call it in. But if somebody falling on top of me, you best believe I'm gonna put my hands up and do all kinds of stuff.
And now Bam Adebayo straight up saying LaMelo never even checked on him after that play, and I'm sitting here like, hold on, how do you say you apologized? And the other guy is saying that never happened. That's where it starts getting weird. So let me walk y'all through this the way it actually unfolded. That play happens fast, real fast. LaMelo reaches in, Bam goes down, and for a second it just looks like regular contact.
They hit Marsh on the outside.
Right after, and he's not joking around at all. He calls it dangerous, says it's not funny, says it shouldn't be part of the game.
I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's funny. I think it's a stupid play. It's a dangerous play. Obviously, our best player is out. That's a shame. You know, he should be penalized for that. I don't think that belongs in the game. You know, tripping guys, shenanigans.
And I'm thinking, okay, when a coach talks like that publicly, that's not just frustration, that's a message. That's him saying, this crossed a line. But then you got the other side. Udonis Haslem steps in and basically says, nah, LaMelo not that type of player.
Definitely a leg whip. Definitely a little WWE there. But what I will say is LaMelo's not a dirty player, so I don't think he meant to do that intentionally to hurt Bam. But in the height of the moment, as everything's going on, sometimes you make decisions, split-second decisions.
So now I'm watching this like, wait, which one is it? Dirty play or just bad timing? And right when you think it's about to calm down, LaMelo speaks. He says he got hit, didn't really know what was going on, and he was going to check on Bam.
I apologize on that one. I mean, I got hit in the head, didn't really know where I was, but I'm going to check on him and see if he's okay and everything.
Now listen, that sounds like someone trying to clean it up, right? Like, okay, mistake happened, let's move on. But then Bam comes out, and y'all, he shuts that down immediately. He flat out says it never happened. No apology, no follow-up, just silence.
It didn't happen. By that time, I was in the shower trying to figure out what I was going to do next.
And I'm sitting here like, nah, now we got a problem. Because now it's not even about the game anymore. It's about who's really telling the truth. And Bam doesn't stop there either. He adds something that low-key hits harder than anything else. He says, only LaMelo knows if that play was dirty.
You know, I think LaMelo is just going to, see it as another game. Nobody's really going to know the truth but LaMelo, if it was dirty or not, obviously.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not just a statement, that's pressure. That's basically Bam saying, you know what you did. And instead of laying low, LaMelo starts talking about the game. And it sounds like he's frustrated. He says they were running too many plays and he should have just taken over from the start.
Like I said, we was doing a lot of plays and stuff, just getting pushed around and everything. I feel like I should have just took the ball from the beginning, for real.
And I'm thinking, hold on, why does that sound like he's throwing the team under the bus? When you say something like that, it's not just about you anymore. It reflects on the coach, the system, and your teammates. And now it starts to feel like something bigger. Like this isn't just about Bam anymore. It's about how LaMelo really sees himself in that team. Then the NBA steps in, takes a look at the play, and just like that, the fines hit. $35,000 for the trip, and another $25,000 for going off after the game. Total $60,000. No suspension, and I'm watching the reaction online, and people are not treating it like just $60,000. They're reacting like the league let him off easy, like something bigger got brushed under the rug, and that's exactly when the media piles on. Nick Wright straight up calls him a clown, saying he's immature.
That young man is a clown, and has been a clown forever, and will never not be a clown. The way he conducts himself on the court, and it would appear off the court, is that of an immature, coddled teenager.
Then Jason Whitlock takes it even further, starts talking about privilege, comparing him to Dennis Rodman.
The guy is the biggest annoyance, the biggest jerk in the NBA since, I don't know, Dennis Rodman.
Now I'm really like, wait, how did we get here? Because now the story isn't about the play at all. It's about LaMelo as a person. And right when it feels like it's getting out of control, Lavar Ball steps in. And you already know Lavar is not letting that slide. He snaps, stands up for his son, takes aim at the critics, even puts the coach on blast.
You got these folks over here who ain't commenting on the game and talking about somebody a clown. Has Nick Wright ever looked in the mirror I bet you if you look in the dictionary right now and you look up a clown, you're gonna see two things. One, it's gonna be somebody with some long hair on the sides and a big ass nose. Yep, that's Nick Wright. A clown in itself.
And now it's not just LaMelo versus Bam, it's LaMelo versus the media, with Lavar leading the charge. But even with that, the noise doesn't stop. Now players start speaking. Draymond Green says, yeah, it looked intentional, but not meant to hurt. And I'm like, that's a tricky line. Intentional, but not harmful. Then Chandler Parsons says, LaMelo is polarizing. Can win you games. It can lose you games.
Yeah, he's such a polarizing player, right? I feel like you either love him or you hate him. His talent is undeniable, right? Like, he is a big guard. The shots he takes, like he is must-watch TV, but you don't have to look very far to look at, like, he can win you a game and he can lose you a game.
And that word right there, polarizing, that sticks, because now it sounds like people don't fully trust him. Even George Niang says the punishment was fair.
But 60 grand really be hurtful to me.
So now it's like nobody fully defending him, nobody fully blaming him, just uncertainty. And then things take a turn I didn't expect. Fans start clowning him. There's literally a guy pretending to crash a car behind the basket while LaMelo is shooting free throws.
To what he does, there's an electricity in how he plays.
And nah, once it gets to that point, you losing respect. And then you've got people going way too far. One analyst just goes off, attacking everything about LaMelo, his game, his personality, everything.
Look, I hate LaMelo Ball. Point blank. I can't stand his stupid face. I can't stand his stupid shot selection. I can't stand his stupid tattoos. I can't stand his monosyllabic way of speaking. He's an idiot, and he plays losing basketball. The rest of that team is damn good.
And now it feels like people are piling on. So now I step back and look at everything, and it's messy. You saw it all go down. The play, the apology that never came, the tension after the buzzer, the fines hit, the media kept pressing, and the fans, they turned it into a whole joke. But even with all that, the real issue is still right there. Nothing's been settled. Bam hasn't let it go. He hasn't come to terms with it. He hasn't found any closure. He said they'll talk when they see each other again, and I'm not gonna lie, that right there, that feels like something waiting to explode, because when something like that gets left open, it builds, it gets deeper. So now I'm looking at this whole thing like, was that just a bad play? Or is there something LaMelo knows that he's not saying? And if he really did try to apologize, why is Bam still saying it never happened? Because when the stories don't match like that, there's always something missing. And the next time these two step on the court together, that moment might tell us everything we need to know, or it might make this whole situation even worse. So now I'm asking y'all, are we watching a simple mistake or the beginning of a much bigger problem for LaMelo?